We want to know, man, how do you think the season's going to go this year?
Is this going to be on ESPN?
Yeah, ESPN too, though.
Season, I'm not from here. I'm a Bucks fan, also a Bears fan. But Saints today, close game. What can you say? You know, that's what we live for. Football season. You know what I mean? Come on, Al.
All right, man.
You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
it. Appreciate it. There's your koozie, brother.
Appreciate it. You guys are great.
Thanks, man. You want to get a koozie? Come on, man. Come you on an interview? It's what the
on TikTok?
Pretty much, yeah. It's YouTube. YouTube's our main thing. All right, man. We're here with Talking Saints, right?
All right. Let's see.
I just want to know. What do you think the season's going to be like this year, man?
8-7.
8-7? You think 8-7?
8-7.
Well,
Get that on YouTube.
bro's out.
Oh,
That's live. What do you think about that?
he's from New Orleans.
All right, so the season
Okay.
is set up for. I think it's going to be an epic season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For epic season for sure. As long as we don't play the second and third string offensive defense.
That's a good one, man.
You know what I mean? As long as we stay with number ones and number twos, I think we're going to be in there.
Hey, who that, man?
All right.
Y'all have a good one. Appreciate it. How do you think the Saints season's going to go this year?
50-50.
50-50? You think we're 8-8?
Yeah.
How do you think the Saints did today?
Oh, man. It was so good until the end.
What do you think of Spencer Rattler?
Oh, you mean the Rizzler? Oh, my goodness. The Rizzler was throwing dimes today. Had like 3 drops. I was like, bro, it hit you right in your chest. You got to just bring it in.
Do you think he's the next Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Craziest thing happened. Bro throws an absolute dime. Old man in front of me says, oh, looks like Mahomes right there. I was like, man, that just made my day. I can't wait to see this guy.
Now, what kind of jersey are you wearing right now?
Oh, Mahomes jersey, obviously.
So you're an expert?
Yes, I am. Clearly.
Thank you for your expert opinion, sir.
Gotcha.
Hey there, Saints fans. Welcome back to Talking Saints. Today we're in our mobile studio.
Right, and we just watched the Saints take on the Tennessee Titans in our Week 3 preseason battle.
Yeah, we were right back in New Orleans for the first time since, the last game against the Falcons.
A long time, and
it was good to be back.
I was happy to be back.
It was good to be back. And that's our last preseason game, so everything kind of closes out. And I got to say,
What did you learn, man? What did you learn? What were your big takeaways?
somebody lost their job today.
A lot of people lost their jobs today.
Well, I mean,
Some people lost some competitions, some battles that were going on.
I'm thinking, just based off of quarterback play, I'm thinking Spencer Rattler's quarterback too.
Spencer Rattler looked really well.
Real quick, check that out. We got a Talking Saints hat.
And he looked great just about every drive he had today. And, after a week showing last week, he's had two good weeks. Week 1 looked good. Week 3 he looked great.
Yeah, with Rattler didn't have a great game last. No, but like I said, so Haener had a chance to take this lock in the spot, and a fumble, and just an abysmal attempt of a 2-minute drive.
Yeah,
that was abysmal.
Haener left a lot to be desired, and Rattler came out and proved why he should be the backup. Why he should be quarterback too.
Yeah, and that's just it's disappointing because I had a lot of high hopes for him. Not necessarily like I just wanted him to play better. I like Rattler more, just potential wise, but still.
Hoping to see Haener take the next step.
Yeah, I think we were kind of discussing. I could see him being on the practice squad if the season comes around.
I was about to say, he's in his second year of development, and Jake Haener's been with the team since, was it April was the draft, March was the draft, something like that, and he's already he's had half the practices Jake Haener's had.
And we're not coaches, so there could be something that we're just not seeing. But they gave him multiple chances. The fact that they had him in there for that last 4th down drive, they wanted him to prove something. Because Rattler proved he could run that 2-minute drive.
I think that, what we've kind of seen was like the upside with Jake Haener is that he is smart. He doesn't have as much, he doesn't improv as much. Even though he is mobile, you see a lot of traits from Rattler to where, he'll throw off his back foot, run, throw it on the run. Haener, I think he's around because he's coachable and makes the correct decisions. But when we saw him run, I know he didn't have much to do. I mean, he could have thrown that ball away.
Yeah, he technically had a touchdown, which was called back for a stupid. I mean,
that's the same thing as last week. Is that either one of those touchdowns from last week or this week gets scored? I mean, it's an entirely different outcome. Entirely different look on that quarterback.
Yeah. Looking at our mobile notes here. Rico Payton continues to impress.
Also,
had a great sack today against. It was Was it Willis? Malik
It was
Willis?
Malik Willis on his first. I think it was his first snap.
Yeah, he came around the corner and laid him
That was
out.
quick. That was a really good design defensive play too. And Rico Payton has some speed.
Yeah, him and Shamar Jean-Charles. Shamar Jean-Charles had a couple
Shamar Jean-Charles
pass breakups.
has looked very good through. I mean, those are our shining spots past who we know is established, playing well, and we know who's going to make the team, like the ones. But past the ones, I think Rico Payton, Shamar Jean-Charles have really impressed us,
Yeah, in terms of play style, or in terms of, like, importance to the team, I'd rather have those two guys on there than Heener. You know what I mean? Heener could be a practice squad guy, maybe a protected guy, maybe he has an undisclosed injury.
If you really, really like him,
But,
protect him.
If it comes down to it and Heener's having to start, our season's over.
It feels that way.
I'd rather have Taysom back there. I know that's kind of out of the picture, but
also Clint Kubiak is really high on Taysom Hill as well.
So,
but
other than that, those two guys had a good game.
Yeah.
Still in the defense. Let's see. I think that's it on defense.
Yeah, linebackers. I was hoping to see another Anthony Orji masterclass.
I don't think they used him too much.
He didn't stand out. He wasn't terrible, wasn't great. I didn't see really anybody in the linebacker position jump off the page today.
Yeah.
D-line was kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Offensive side of the ball was kind of more of a showing today. Like we talked about, Radler looked really good.
Yeah.
But Kibodi.
Yeah.
Kibodi had a great game.
Honestly, Jordan Mims and James Robinson looked like they put together
you're right.
some good stuff
so
too.
them and Kibodi had a really good game. And,
I kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how he had 2 touchdowns today.
Kendre Miller might be in trouble, dude.
Kendre, I mean, he hasn't played.
Yeah, I mean, how can you judge someone when they're not even out there?
It's disappointing. And
Yeah.
you want to see it because we
only
used a third-round pick on him.
2 or 3 games last year, so, I mean...
You can see the potential there in just what we have on him on film. But
and, like, the whole thing with, like, Peyton Turner and, Trevor Penning, they've been injured a lot, but they are at super, super valuable positions.
yeah,
Running backs is probably like the least valued position in the NFL, unfortunately.
yeah.
Other than like long snapper or punt returner or something like that. But
I think
it's just you don't have these. If you're not getting opportunities to show you what you're worth at running back, then I mean, look how quickly like Dalvin Cook is out of the league. You know what I mean?
Your running back is you're a star one day. I mean, same thing with Todd
look
Gurley.
James Robinson was a Pro Bowler. Now he's fighting for position, on a Saints roster.
I mean, again,
We're
Todd
running-
Gurley,
yeah.
remember him? He was like the greatest running back in the NFL, and then knee injury. You can go from the top to the bottom for running back quickly.
And the thing is, Kendre's never been at the top either. So it's like, how long is this leash going to be before you just cut him loose?
I hope we don't just keep him just because we use a third-round pick. I hope that you keep him because he's going to be playing.
And he showed a lot, but if he's not going to be out there...
Yeah. And we'll see. We'll see. There's other guys that I think had a bad game today. Michael Jacobson has had I haven't seen anything from him, really.
No, I think he dropped the ball last game. He had a few penalties today. Didn't stick out.
He had 2 back-to-back.
Another one who dropped the ball, and it was in near the end of the second quarter. I didn't even know he was out there. Was Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Johnson hit him right in the chest.
I mean, we know he's. We know what Juwan Johnson is.
Yeah,
he's solid. He's all right. He's pretty decent in the red zone. He's not going to take over a football game.
Yeah, that was his first preseason game. He got to play.
That still kind of threw me off guard.
I'm not going to hold that one against him because it's preseason. This is where you want him to drop the ball.
He hasn't been practicing other than those little walkthroughs.
So I'm glad that they started him. I'm glad they actually gave him a chance to play. So that way he can get that out of his system.
That could have been week 1. That first drop right there could have been week 1. Have it in the preseason.
Bub Means had a pretty decent game. He had 1 drop, but again, solid, just getting across the field.
The wide receiver, I was about to say, that impressed me today was St. Brown, dude.
St. Brown had a good game.
Yeah,
he had one that could have been caught. That was a beautiful pass. I mean, it was like where we were sitting at in the end zone. I mean, or where we were at. From he could have caught it. It would have been a great play.
That sideline one. I've heard a lot of talk, kind of a little hype from some of the I guess journalists you'd call them about Equimini St. Brown during the offseason. I'm like, once again, I was like, I don't see him in the preseason. You know, I don't,
Yeah, he had a
I don't know what
touchdown
he's
today.
capable of.
So
He played good, dude. He's out there lighting it up. You know.
I'd rather have. I mean, At Perry looks really
Yeah,
good.
he looked good
I
too.
think we haven't seen. We kind of talked about this. We haven't seen a lot from Cedric Wilson. I don't know if that's because of scheme or whatever. We just
Yeah.
holding him out. But At Perry seems like he's my guy for number 3.
He could be. He could be really good. I'm hoping to see him take that next big step, especially as a big physical receiver. He's kind of like somebody who needs to go and get
Sure.
those jump balls for us. You know.
And if it comes down to it, you know, I'm hoping that I'm hoping to see a little more from Cedric Wilson in come the start of the season. But
He's a fast guy. You know, he's give him some ball and some space. He might pick up some rack yards.
speaking of fast, what about that kick return that almost was a
man.
touchdown? I actually went out to get some
It was
pizza.
awesome. I was there, and the people behind me left. He left. And I was jumping up and down like, oh, there's nobody to celebrate with, man.
Man, I was hungry. we were coming into the late. You know, we had just gotten in. We got in right in time for the Who Dat chant. We were excited, but
It was one of the most electric plays I've seen live. It was crazy.
it was cool. It was fun. I mean, I got to see. I was sitting there with a fan. I was looking around.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden I hear people start kind of. I'm like, what is going on? I turn and all like we're all jumping up and down like high fiving each other. Oh my
Yeah.
god! And all of a sudden I was like, oh, was that? Oh well.
And it's
I'm gonna
kind
get my pizza.
of cool to see because Samson Nakua, you know, he may bounce around on some practice squads,
He'll be on some team
but
in some
this
shape
is
or form.
probably will be his NFL highlight.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I hope not. I hope because he's obviously he's fast. He has
I
some
am
talent.
upset that he didn't get more chances this offseason to return balls.
Yeah, dude, we've been using Mims and Robinson.
who have looked okay.
Yeah, I would like to see him take
And
a.
obviously, you know, they'll throw Shaheed or Alante or Kool-Aid back there during the regular season more than likely.
I really wanted it to go for a touchdown.
Ah, me too, man. I was just jumping up and down.
It was like one of those things, like
Hooting and
just give it to
hollering.
him. Just give it to him. You know, we play football
No,
with our buddies.
He
you
did
know?
step out though, yeah.
But yeah, we
unfortunately.
play football with our buddies, and there's some plays where it's like, man, that was an awesome play. Let's give it to you. I don't know if it was close enough. You know,
Right.
That's why I was like, let's give it a touchdown. You know. But other than that, offense
Sound
was
like
all
a
right. I mean, it's,
Tim Robinson sketch over there.
yeah, just come on, just give it to him. Look, offense, whatever, defense, whatever, special teams, Group A looked really good today, but I think the main thing on the day that I was kind of disappointed in was all the penalties.
Oh, a lot of penalties, dude.
I'd like to see him work on that. I know it's a lot of the 2s and 3s, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it was guys that
Aziram had a hold. I think
hold
it
that
was,
negated
took,
Jake Keener's
took a
touchdown.
off the board.
I think who caught that touchdown? Was that St. Brown?
Yeah, I think so.
So St. Brown would have had 2 touchdowns
and
on the
then
day.
what was it? Was it Jacobson?
Jacobson had
had
back-to-back.
2 on the kickoff, which
I mean,
completely screwed over Jake Hayner. He went from taking the ball
yeah,
at the 30 to taking the ball
the 35.
the 35
So
from taking it at the 15-yard line.
we had it at the 35.
Yeah.
Penalty, re-kick. Got it at the 30.
And
Penalty again. 20, and then we're at the 10-yard line.
It
And then
entirely changes the way that you plan for a drive. You know,
it's embarrassing. Because
especially you
yeah.
got the ball with no timeouts, man. You're
you have to be
costing your
perfect.
team.
When it comes down to that
Yeah.
2-minute drive, you have to be perfect.
Jake Hayner ran the ball, should have thrown the ball away. I think there was another play where he ran up to the line of scrimmage, and he should have spiked it and didn't.
Yeah, I mean it was rookie mistake for a guy who's in his first,
I was about
still
to
in his
say,
second year.
He's not a rookie anymore. you
But
know.
Other than that, guys, I think that's all for our post-game show.
Yeah,
we're here
and-
at the Wingstop.
Oh, you gotta flip it around, huh?
Here you go. I got you, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Don't drop our
There it
camera.
is. There it is.
The big beautiful Wingstop here in Slidell. This is our post-game ritual.
It's our tradition.
We always go and get Wingstop. Sometimes it's a sad Wingstop visit.
Yeah,
Today's a preseason game. I'm happy with a lot of the players that we got to watch, but still, we lost. It's kind of it's a mixed feeling Wingstop view.
That Rattler train is
Woo! It's about to pull out of the
It's
station.
a tootin' and a tootin'. You know what I mean?
I'm excited. You know, it might be a year or two before we get to see him take a start, but
yeah.
he's got the potential, man.
Yeah,
He's got the potential.
I'm hoping he'll be around on this team for a while.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for our post-game review today. Glad y'all came with us and enjoyed the ride. Like I said, I'm excited for the season to start, though. I'm tired of the preseason. Ready to watch some real
Right.
football, you know?
Oh yeah.
Ready for the starters. Anyways, you got anything for us, Alex?
Oh, just please like our videos, comment, subscribe, share it to your buddies. We got good things coming. We got some interviews coming. You'll see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that.
Some entertaining stuff.
We'll see you next week,
Thank
though.
you, guys.
Well, see you in 2 weeks.
Oh.
See you in 2 weeks.
Talking Saints.